This is my story, my name is JD, trying to look for a chick to call me baby. I'ma treat her well, cause that's where it's at. Don't matter to me, I'm a friggin' doormat. Most chicks don't get me, they all run away. Even tried husky chicks and they won't stay. I know it ain't me, I'm my mother.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
How's that?
Is this the start of the podcast now?
Yeah. Just only
Hey,
wasted 3 minutes. It's
I'm
fine.
Max. This is JD.
Welcome for a much awaited episode of Shootin' Straight Handball Podcast with JD and Max.
Oh, we have some
We
visitors.
might have to change our code here. Say we got some special guests.
Let's see who it is.
It is none other than
Charlie.
Mr. Luke
Oh, it was
Bolte. We're podcasting.
Welcome to the
You wanna
podcast,
join?
Luke Bolte.
Sure, what am I talking about?
We're just talking about the
we'll
week.
call you in when we call you in, please.
Yeah, apparently.
Out of here.
We wanted you, but Max says not right now. So
Well,
you can
still
pull
be
a
down
seat
here.
up.
Yeah.
Just pull a seat
You
up.
can still be
behind
down
her.
here. You just can't be in it right now. We gotta
just sit behind Max. Like sit there.
Work on the audio. So, guys, we've been off since August. Like, me and JD have some things to discuss. We got to talk about where we are right now. We got to talk about what's going on for the future, this team, this program, my life, JD's recent marriage, divorce.
Seventh child. I did not get remarried or divorced or had 7 kids. I had 1 kid.
Maybe that contributed to us not podcasting.
Had a factor. So, anyways, we're back. Max and I are trapped together in a motel here in, where are we, Max?
We are in Larvik, Norway. That's Larvik for those spelling at home. And we're on top of the world right now. We are in a handball country, as you can see by handball poster behind us. We're in the basement of some cool guy's motel. We've been hanging out with the mayor of Southern Fjording, Norway, Roger. He needs no introduction if you're from Southern Norway.
You know Roger.
Yeah, but this man controls everything. He's kind of like the who's the Carnegie. He's like the Carnegie of the fjording area of Norway. Good joke there, clearly. You know. Anyways, we are on cloud 9. We got here last Sunday. A lot of handball practices since then. We practiced with a local man named Kenny. He beat my ass in CrossFit. We'll just be honest about it.
Yep, Max. He was about to puke. He did not. He survived.
There has been someone that puked on this journey. I won't say who, and it's not been me, which is pretty much a surprise.
I was fully expecting Max to be trashed at opening CrossFit,
and I was not. I persevered. But anyways, we also have done practices with a local assistant coach from Sandefjord, and is he not from Sandefjord?
No,
Notaroy, local Notaroy assistant, and we had a practice today with head coach of Notaroy, Robert Heaton, the head coach of the that's what I said, the United States of America's handball team. I did happen to mention to him that I'm open to being an assistant in the future. He did laugh in reply, so that's.
Sounds like they need some players. So any handballers out there listening, if you're looking to play some handball, go check it out. They're in desperate need.
Yeah, like genuinely, they have no money apparently.
Anyways, so while we have Mr. Bolte here, why don't we get his recap on maybe
should we recap our first 2 games first, or should we just throw Mr. Bolte into the headlines?
Well, where does he want to start? What would you like to talk about from this week? As we get more guests pouring in.
I don't know.
I didn't even recognize that kid. Holy cow! Wet hair Avery is something.
Average Joe's Avery.
Where is everybody?
Not here yet. We're live on the podcast.
Yeah,
you can still talk. You can hang out and talk.
He doesn't
we're just live on the
wanna-
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, Avery.
What do you guys want my take on?
Let's just start with the first half of the trip. We'll start there, and then we'll see if Avery wants to talk, and we'll pitch it.
First half of the trip, we had a wonderful 6-hour flight through a time change into Amsterdam, and then a wonderful 2-hour flight
Dale. Don't get that. Sorry.
Sorry, I know what he's talking about. But, a wonderful hour-long flight from Amsterdam to.
Can I pause you? We apologize for any additional noise. Yeah. Avery just unleashed his loaf of bread that he bought at the local Remo 100, which is come show our people. Come show the viewers.
For those on audio only, he ate a lot of bread.
He's just been gnawing on it. So, anyways, enjoy your bread. Anyways, Luke, continue.
Yeah, so this wonderful motel has gifted us 2 to 5 wonderful vans. 2 to 4. Sorry. 2 to 4. Depending on what day it is, one van will run over another van.
Yeah, we've seen.
I have driven 3 separate vans in a matter of 3 days, so I'm on a good trip right now.
We are doing the van. Our van of choice went to the shop. It's now improved.
It's back. It purrs like a champ.
It's beautiful.
Regardless of that, the first day we got in, we met the goat named Roger. Like Max said, he needs no introduction. Therefore, I will not give him one. Just know that he owns Norway. I think he's the king.
He genuinely probably is.
So we went downtown, saw some cool fjords. The city is located at the base of the fjord, and then it kind of like views out around it.
Saw some very insensitive chairs.
Rainbow chairs aren't liked here, I guess.
We do not endorse that. We endorse the rainbow chairs. We don't endorse the messages written on them.
Yes, we do not endorse the messages that you may see.
You say that.
After seeing the love everyone chairs, we wandered upon a group of third world children.
They were not. They were.
They invited us to play soccer. Their favorite American happens to be 8'6". His name's Jakey. He's like a giant, so they immediately chose him, and the rest of us were just like garbage, but we got to play too. We played probably 30 minutes of soccer with them, and then within 3 hours of being in this country, hit the first bar. Per Peter's choice, he picked a bar that strongly resembles the library if the library didn't exist and a completely new bar was built.
Look, ladies and gentlemen,
called the Corner Fun Bar.
We've been to one bar in Norway and it's this one. We've been to one bar because I paid $9 for one beer.
Without a tip.
No, it was.
You tipped him like the
Come on,
equivalent of $2.
kid.
I tipped him a buck. I always have a buck.
Speaking of beer, Avery just spilt one down his goalie.
I'm also not drinking beer.
That's a beer.
It
says 4.7 on it.
It's 4.7%
It is a beer called Bear.
juice. It's ice cold soda pop.
I was saying if you're in Norway where the legal drinking age
No
one knows how old you are.
You're just Avery.
Yeah, you're just a
All
guy.
All right, Avery's 12.
We didn't even give your last name.
It's going out of
I'm
hand.
not here there, imagine.
Never
That pretty
mind.
much recaps the first day, I think. I don't know what else.
We went to the
did.
pro game.
We went to a pro game. We had all been up for about 30 hours. Therefore, I don't really remember much of the pro game because I
You fell asleep.
fell asleep, which is unfortunate because handball is the greatest sport
And,
ever, and I completely disrespected it in the front row.
Bob they gave Bob the drum, and he sat right behind Bolte, just banging the
banged
drum.
the drum right in my
The
left
second
ear
best
the
drummer
entire
for you.
game. He had no idea what was going on. However, they have a wonderful chant. If JD would like to recite
Sande Fjord. Sande Fjord. Sande Fjord.
for
Nonstop.
an hour straight.
They love their chance.
Woke
They
up the
love
next-
Sweet Caroline as well.
Bum, bum, bum.
I think the highlight from the first day for me, Roger decided to pretend like he didn't know what a Scandinavian breakfast is. For those that don't know, it's a nice helping of cold meat, cheese, and cucumber. And when JD asked, Roger played dumb and acted like, "Nah, we're gonna have eggs," which they do have, and
Yeah.
some sausage they do have, basically a hot dog. However, we woke up the next morning and lo and behold, meat, cheese, and cucumbers.
Yep.
How about those hot dogs today for lunch? I obviously didn't have one because I don't eat meat, but
maybe it was kosher dog.
they were not. They
Hebrew
cut
National
their
Day.
hot dogs.
I think toaster's fake.
They cut their
That's
hot
one thing
dogs in a
I'm
very
not
straight. If you're ever in Norway eating a hot dog, they don't make them like our hot dogs.
They
Or at
put-
least Max doesn't actually do it.
They put an apple slicer on the ends and then
Yeah.
boiled them.
They gave me a fish stick, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
What's that guy from Futurama that looks like this, or one of the Star
Dude,
Wars
Bender.
I
guys?
have not
No,
watched
Bender.
the-
Yeah, Bender.
One of the guys look like this.
Finn.
That's what the hot dogs look like.
Someone else start talking.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that was
Sunday.
That was a very in-depth recap
Yeah.
of the first day. I wasn't going nearly that in-depth.
There's nothing but time.
Yeah, it's only been 12 minutes.
But yeah, so then
So Max, you cover Monday.
what did we do Monday?
Well, maybe
So we woke up and
just like any other day.
yeah, we went to practice. That's what we did Monday. We
Yep.
went to practice with Coach from.
Nope, this is incorrect. We went to Kenny.
Oh yeah, we had CrossFit with Kenny. As mentioned, I'm a pretty active guy. I'm pretty physically fit, as many people can attest. Pretty strong in the muscular areas. And
Yeah, he
Kenny,
puts Bolte to shame on a regular
Yeah.
basis.
Kenny kind of whipped my ass.
He was born with an 8-pack.
I'll be honest, Kenny.
Kenny was born with a 10-pack.
That's
Yeah.
true. Kenny whipped my ass. Shout out to
Kenny's
Kenny.
a grown man.
He's like a 38-year-old CrossFit instructor, pro handball player who knows what he's doing. Let me tell you that. He did kick my ass, and I kicked it right back because I completed almost all the workout. I had to sit out a little bit at the end for water purposes and for purposes not.
Skipped a couple reps here and there.
I did skip a couple reps. Almost all my reps, but I had to skip a couple for
Mhm.
fear of
Dying.
physically dying. Yes. After that, we did a little hike to a fort. Did a little exploring. That was fun. Got some grub. We went to a practice after that with.
Bolte's gonna chime in.
Can I comment on the CrossFit?
Yeah.
Because I have experience in CrossFit in America
Yeah.
and CrossFit in Norway now internationally. And CrossFit in Norway might just be crazier than CrossFit in America.
Shit.
Now, most people that work out know that CrossFitters are a whole different breed of people. However, in Norway, they also like to play the most interesting mix of TikTok songs and how much wood could a woodchuck
How much
chuck
wood could woodchuck
remix.
chuck wood?
Like the most upbeat, hype songs that really gets the instructor to stay on you the entire time. So it's almost more intense, which is hard to do. Anyhow, continue.
Yeah, we coached with the assistant coach in Roy. We'll call him Bjorn.
Rude. What's his name?
Okay. He let us do a good practice. I'd say it was learned a lot. Very inspirational man. Taught us a lot. Had a great practice at Oslo Fjord Arena, an arena operated by a legitimate cult here in Norway. No one uses this arena. It's a very, very large arena. Beautiful. But because it's owned by a cult, everyone here absolutely detests them. So no one goes to this place, so it's just empty all the time. We didn't see a single other person in there. Ever in 3 days. That was fun. After that, had some dinner. Was dinner after that? Did we do anything?
Yeah, didn't we go to another... Did we go to the women's game that night?
Oh, yeah. We went to a women's game, women's U20 game, and they were balling. So...
Max.
Here's the story, okay? As I mentioned on day one, beer was $9. Some of us enjoy an adult beverage from time to time. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't have a problem. I like to drink. I'm 23 years old, like as one does. I just assumed the drinking culture would be similar to the country I'm currently in. Fair assumption, right? It turns out that is incorrect. In a manner of speaking, it is very incorrect. So I bought some beers because they were, it was expensive. And so we went to the women's game. And I happened to... Yeah, so I'm checking my phone real quick. I'm sorry.
For what?
I don't know. So I happened to... Thank you, JD. I happened to buy some beers at the gas station because they were $4 a piece instead of $9. And we were going to the game, and I just figured it's a game. Like, I'm going to bring a beer to the game, as one does. Because I know they don't sell beer at the game. So I walk into the game, beer in pocket, like totally normal. It's a U20 game. It's at a school. And as I sit down...
A high school.
Nothing wrong with that. I sit down, I crack open the beer, kill it.
There's a lot of things wrong with that.
Watch a very good U20 game. It was thrilling. Shout out to the teams that participated.
You know the team?
The Stag versus...
The winners.
Yeah, the team that beat the Stag, yeah. Drank my beer. Like, the lady saw me. No problem. I got a coffee. It was all good. Come to find out yesterday that apparently in Norway it was the #1 social faux pas you could ever make. Apparently it's incredibly offensive to the culture to bring a beer into a high school and drink it at a U20 handball game. This is unfortunate for a number of reasons, one of which is no one told me beforehand. So I probably am like the most hated man in the fjords of Norway for inhaling a beer. It was a good beer, though. It was this one.
There's one other thing you forgot that we did Monday.
What?
We went to Roger's house.
Roger's
house.
house.
Oh, my God. My man is a pimp. Roger, to set the scene, once again, needs no introduction. However, lives.
We had no idea what to expect when he invited us to his house.
He invited us to his house because, and I quote, we could jump into the fjord at his house.
He said he had a dock.
Okay, we're from Ohio.
A lot of people say
docks and ponds and fjords and Norwegian countryside. Anyhow, Roger, we start driving down this little tiny dirt road with about 100 speed bumps, and every time there's a speed bump, there was another gated house that led out to the fjord. And so we're thinking, okay, Roger must really be pimping. He must be loaded. Turns out, we get to Roger's house, also a gate. Also a guest house. Also the corner of the bend of the fjord.
Literally at the end of the road.
The guest house is on Airbnb if you want it.
Had a backyard out of a movie, like probably an acre and a half that led straight to a dock that was like tiled and had glass on it and
Strawberry.
Right out to Roger is rich. He's a pimp. Greatest man alive.
We believe Roger got his money from stem cell research. That's what we haven't asked him, but that's what
it's kind of a social faux pas here to ask him as well.
But he's doing just fine. He rents out his guest house for
$70 a night.
$70 on Airbnb. So check it out. But we jumped into the fjord. I think they said the water was 2 degrees C, is what Roger was saying. I think how many Avery jumped in?
5, 6. Oh, we got some new people. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we're live on the podcast.
The rest of the crew's coming in here.
Oh, you gotta interview some idiots?
You're on it. Interview yourself.
All right, what's up, fellas?
I can't see you on the camera when you stand there. So.
Can I bring this on the camera?
Yeah, that's fine.
With all due respect.
Legal in this country. Anyways, Avery, do you want to talk, or Dirt's now here? One of you two want to talk about jumping in the fjord?
Jumping in the fjord.
I talked about this in the recap.
How long have we been
This is live on the podcast. Avery.
How many viewers?
One person talks at a time.
We went to the end of the dock, and Roger told us it was safe to jump. So Bob and Charlie went first. And, they were they cried a little bit, but it seemed okay. So I jumped in, and it was not okay. It was extremely cold, and it made me almost pass out. I could not breathe when I exited the water, and I immediately swam as fast as I could to the shore. And thankfully, Coach Lippman was there with a warm towel to save my life. And that's all I have to say.
Coach Lippman is indeed the good. I was the last one to jump, and I am quite surprised that I did do it because I am a wussy. But I did indeed go in and.
Can you identify yourself for the camera?
My name is Dirt.
Thank you.
Not quite legally, but it is the same thing. And as soon as the body enters the water, it kind of loses the brain and the body lose coordination, so you're just kind of freestyling. Freestyle swimming too.
I walked in from the beach and got about mid-shin, and after about 10 to 15 seconds, the entire lower half of my body shut down.
I put one toe in, and it was the worst thing I've ever felt.
Yeah, I've never swam so fast. I don't know how I did it, but
full
I did it.
intentions of jumping in, but after I saw Charlie and Bob, who were swim team water polo guys. Hey, there's Stein.
Stein. This man gave us
were
a
you
tattoo
the one that
today.
texted me? No. Okay. See, it wasn't Stein.
There you go.
Someone texted me. I thought it would be you, but I'm glad I didn't respond then. So.
What's up, Stein?
Maybe it's Kenny.
Do you have the skis and snowboards?
Yes.
Okay.
You need it now?
Tomorrow's fine. We're gonna leave at 8 tomorrow.
We do it now, I think.
Okay.
I go and get what I done. Here, I think I have it on the
That's fine. Whatever. I mean, this is a win, so.
slalom, and I have to snowboards.
Okay.
But I only have one set of boots here, I think.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, anything's better than nothing. So. All right.
I go and I get. When you leave the room now, my name is going to bed.
Okay.
So we close upstairs. You just lock this door. It's got snacks in the lock.
This door go out this way. Okay.
That will be.
Yep.
Unlocked.
Okay.
But I go my.
All right. Thank you. Sit on the fat boy.
That was one of the most interesting men in Norway.
Stein.
At lunch today, came up to JD with a tattoo gun and needles and asked if anyone wanted a I Love Norway tattoo.
I do.
Which we did.
Yeah.
And just left them there.
So, but Stein's got some skis and snowboards that we're gonna do some skiing tomorrow. But yeah, when we jumped in, I thought I was gonna die. It was freezing cold. Literally, my legs shut down.
I
So
hyperventilated for about 35 minutes, and immediately after
Bob
getting
looked
out
like
of,
a dead
out
body.
of the water, I felt very warm, wearing nothing but a swimsuit. So
I have some comments.
Charlie, this is Charles Harper the third joining the.
Charles Harper the first.
Okay, well we tried.
What I will say about me and Bob is that we've jumped into a lot of cold pools. All right, so we had some outdoor tournaments in October in Ohio. So we're used to it to an extent. That's
So when I saw your reaction, that definitely sealed my. I saw the two of them, and that was the reason I didn't jump in. So, but yeah, so that was our Monday activity. So you're live, Pete, on Shooting Straight Handball Podcast. I'm not sure
It's
how
going
many
on
people are
Spotify
watching.
after.
Yeah,
We
I
got
don't,
100 views.
we are streaming. Yeah,
We do a
come
vlog,
on.
but also like a video.
Does anyone want to give a Tuesday recap? I'm more than willing. Okay.
That was
Today is Wednesday. Tuesday.
oh, I can do it again.
Dirt. If you want to steal the show, Dirt, go for it.
Yes. That was yesterday.
Wait, maybe I gave him Monday.
Third, like we just
We did
Let's
not
go.
have a game on Monday. We've only played 2 games.
I did do the Monday.
All right, I'll just do this, and Dirk can chime in accordingly. So Tuesday we woke up early per Mr. Matt Fjorger's request, so we can get more activities in. Crack of dawn, got up, went to practice at 8. We did not have any coaches at that practice. It was just me and Max.
I mean, we had two
we were
coaches.
working
didn't have
on
any outside
Stickum.
coaches.
These guys were new to Stickum. So keep your comments down. So because we don't have a mic, so it's picking up everything. Dirt's gonna show us his hand here.
That's disgusting.
Yep, you can kind of see good quality podcast here. So we were just working on passing, shooting, gonna get used to the Stickum. Then we left practice and went to the Fullhavna Fort, where things got a little hectic. We took one of the vans, broke up, and started walking, and then we split into two groups. I'll get to that. Our photographer, Tommy, went with Avery and Dirt and did some cool rock picks, while Bolty, myself, and Mr. Ryan Burrows went to the fort, the only group that made it to the fort. We were trying to figure out where the other car was, but they claimed that Bob was being detained for shoplifting.
Pretty bad.
We're pretty confident police don't do anything here, but they tried to prove us that police were being detained. So I just assumed they were in Sandefjord hanging out because we were going to go play some beach handball afterwards. So our friends, former Ohio State team handball alumni Sebastian and Sana Wheeler, were going to come hang out with us. So I was just going to have them come. Yep. Fun facts. Yeah. She probably came to more practices than Seth did.
She was our goalie for a while, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
She took two shots right to the face on West Point. So it was two red cards in like a 5-minute period. Incredible.
It was one of the. My dad told me after that game that it was the craziest thing he's ever seen.
Shout out Sana. Anyway, so we're trying to coordinate picking them up, and so Burrows, Bolty, and I get back to the car, thinking that the other three that we'd missed were going to be back at the car waiting for us, and they weren't. And we saw that the other van was in fact at the parking lot. So now we just had no idea where anyone was, and so we just left them. Went and picked up Sebastian and Sana, went to lunch, then everybody else eventually made it back. From there, we were set to have a scrimmage against the Norway U18 team, but to our disappointment,
They chickened out.
they were a little concerned about playing us. They said that they had bigger and better things to do than play us. And given the situation of the senior team, they didn't want to risk injury on the younger guys, because some of the younger guys play on the senior team. And so they didn't want to risk anyone getting injured.
So apparently, if someone does not want to play you because they're worried, and they forfeit, and you tweet out on the official Ohio State team handball account that they forfeit, you're the bad guy. But if you refuse to play me, you forfeit, and I win.
So we talked with them. We talked with Kenny. Kenny plays on the senior team. We talked to Kenny. Kenny ran a little mini practice with us, and then we agreed to play them in a half game kind of thing. So we played about 25 minutes, and then they said we're going to take a break and we're going to put the Kenny and some other guys on our team and played another. We played another about 10-15 minutes with them. You can see the stream on the Ohio State Facebook page.
You heard it here first. Norwegian handball elite division players are bad.
They made us actively worse.
This is.
I don't know. This is all
I'm not.
Look, we hung with them
I do
for the
not
first
agree
10
with
minutes
these
remarkably
statements.
well.
Yeah, to Max's point, we played very well with them. I think they thought that we were just going to be clowns and not be able to do anything, and then they got concerned.
I mean, we are clowns, but not for that reason.
So,
Chris Bryant and Rockies.
All right, let's focus on the task at hand here, fellas. Stein's coming in with our snow equipment here, so this is cool. But yeah, we played pretty well against them. I think we just stick them still as a key piece of the game, but I think overall it's good. We did pretty well. The difference, I think, between playing teams here and teams back home, no one back home shoots 10, 11, 9-meter shots whatsoever. So defensively, that was something for us to adjust to. But on the offensive side, we were kind of able to hold our own as long as we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. So,
which we did numerous times.
Yeah.
We did that in American play too.
Hmm?
We did that in American play too.
But yeah, then after that, we went to downtown Sandefjord and got some fire kebabs.
I'm gonna be honest. I mentioned this earlier, and I got pushed back. The falafel was not good. Look, I'm sure it was a kebab place. The falafel sucked. There was no hummus in my falafel roll.
That's on you.
Right,
It's not on me.
Max will take over. I'm gonna talk about it.
Look, you think you get a falafel roll? There's gonna be hummus. It is way too loud right now. You think when you're gonna have falafel roll, there's gonna be hummus? Hey, can we pick the chairs up? Thank you. We can't pause the podcast. Anyways, so that was that. Then we came back, got second dinner, and then did we go to a game after that? No, we didn't. We just went to bed. That was great. I'm not a huge fan of the recaps. I feel like they take too long. Let's go to today. Today, Siri, shut up.
Shut the heck up.
Today we went early morning practice today. Had a great practice with Coach Robert Heaton of the United States of America men's national team head coach. Had a great time with him, all right? Like, this guy was good. He was smart. He thought I was a visionary coach, a leader in some aspects. I did ask him.
Dick, you want to come on the show?
I did ask him about being a future assistant coach for them as well, and he seemed pretty receptive. So I could be an assistant coach for the U.S. men's national team down the line. We'll see.
And a few of us were inquiring about a junior men's indoor handball national team. And Robert did promise that it could occur, but we are not enthusiastic about the prospect of it happening.
No, I'm not hoppy IPA with a lot of fruit.
We apologize that you probably didn't hear anything that Dirt just said. So,
is it good that they didn't hear it, or because I'm kind of talking some smack?
no, that's fine. No, it's just we got 4 conversations going on in a room that's got bad acoustics for what we're doing. So, and we have no mic, so
To recap,
you can't whisper from over there. Like, come talk into the computer.
to recap, junior national team not happening. Robert doesn't follow through.
Whoa!
That was a shot fired.
Whoa!
That's not exactly how it went down, but
That's just
it's an open interpretation. So this is, this is not, we do not claim Dirt. Anyways, so that was our Tuesday. What else? Did we do anything after kebabs? We had second dinner. And that was it.
We just did Wednesday practice. Keep up. That's today.
No, Tuesday.
Robert Heaton practice was today, bro.
Oh, I was still on Tuesday. Yeah, so anyways, today, what happened then after our practice with
We did
Mrs.
another
Coach Hedden?
fjord.
Which fjord?
I don't know what it's called.
Rieke
There was a lot of rocks.
in Stavern.
A lot of rocks.
That's actually good.
So we did that. Went hiking. A lot of rocks.
I thought Bob. So let's recap our day at the fjord. Bob fell in the water. Charlie was bragging about how easy it was to walk on the rocks.
Fall straight on his
Falls
back.
right down into the water. Avery was broad jumping everything. Yeah, Dale did typical Dale stuff.
Dale stuff.
Some of the players did an OHIO. That's all we'll say.
Yeah.
And
we went to a lighthouse. Not a lighthouse.
we went to a Seamen's Memorial.
It was Memorial to Dead Seamen. That's not very funny, Dirt. They died in the service.
All I'm saying is that I would hope if I was an American and I was at Washington, D.C., and I saw people at the Lincoln Memorial and someone climbing up, sitting on Lincoln's lap, I would be upset. So I'm glad there were no Norwegians there to see what some of us had done. So
we just got
talked to
followed on
Stein.
Charlie. We just got followed on Twitter by Alina Harper. Okay. Can I follow her on Maine as well? My personal. Okay, I'm following her on my personal. Thank you. 6 days from now, we'll slide into the DMs. You don't want me as a brother-in-law, Charlie? That'd be great. JD has been pulled back away, but anyways, after the fjording, we had went to another women's game. We went to a game. It was who was it? Anyone know?
We talking about tonight?
Yeah, what was the women's game we went to?
Larvik against Byasin.
We went and it was a great game. There was a lot of very cool players, a lot of very, very nice, interesting people playing the game.
Matched with Charlie on a dating app.
Charlie did match with the backup goalie from Larvik on Tinder. They're currently speaking. Charlie might be moving out here. After that,
we should probably talk about this real quick.
Yeah, with Victoria.
There has been a consistent effort among the Ohio State men's team handball club to invite females of the Norwegian origin to our handball team games.
And we've gone over 50.
It has been unsuccessful thus far.
Charlie actually matched with one of the girls. They brought us down at halftime to do some 7-meter crossbar challenge.
Did not go well.
6 of us failed.
Yeah, along with the rest of the children there.
Yeah.
And they specifically called us out as the American national team.
Bob, I'm pretty sure you have a heartbeat the way you did that.
So we got some euchre guys over there making some noise, but yeah. So that's been our trip thus far.
We got a big game tonight that happened.
You already talked. Did you already talk about that? Oh.
JD, what happened in the game tonight?
So we had a nice game against Tonsberg Turn. I'm pretty sure he told me there's an L, not an N. I don't know what you're using the mouse for, but they're a 4th division club here in Norway. Ages range from young guys to 52.
That guy was way older than 52. He had to have been 60.
All right. The pivot. All right.
He was trouble when Pete touched him.
Anyways, the stats, I'd like to look at them at some point here, but
Stats don't lie.
it was a pretty solid game.
Stats don't lie. What was the final score, JD?
Final score, Ohio State 26, TT 25. So
does that make us the first American collegiate team to ever win a game in Europe, JD?
I cannot confirm this. I'm not a reporter.
It may not be on Google, but if it's on Google, it doesn't exist. So
my understanding of the history of the situation is yes. So that would be.
But they happen to be a technical 5th division team.
What do you mean technical?
No,
Elite 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay. All right. Take that. Dirt's kind of hanging out outside the camera there, but anyways, it was a good game, hard fought. We had a lot of good fast break opportunities. Bob, our goalie, had a lot of great saves.
Bob was a man.
We had distribution.
Crazy.
I think from just about everybody on the court. We did struggle a lot with shooting. Again, Stickum, I think, plays a big factor into that. But overall, good game. Held on at the end there. They only had one ref, which might have played a little factor into some of the calls being made, but still fun. Nonetheless, the old guys had fun. Our guys had a good time. So
Bob Wise is phenomenal at his craft.
You heard it from Dirt.
As some say, Bob Wise is cracked.
You heard it from Max. Anybody else got comments for Bob? All right.
Some might call him the GOAT.
All right.
The best of the Midwest title has been passed from JD to Bob, is what we're saying.
It sounds like I'm just losing all my respect here. It's tough.
You lost that a long time ago.
It's tough. Tough.
All the boys here look up to JD as if he were a father, because he is.
What about me?
We look at you like a little brother. I mean, older brother. Older brother.
That's a good Jew to Jew relationship there.
JD, should we just wrap this up because the boys are anxious?
Yeah, they want to play euchre and things are getting too loud here.
Hey, thanks so much for listening, guys. Sorry about the background noise. But it's been a great day, great trip.
We got some skiing tomorrow and some time in Oslo, and that is big clutch. Big clutch. Oh, young Peter Foles come onto the screen. He's got a word. He's going to say hi. What do you got to say to your mom back home?
Nope, she's not going to watch.
No, of course not. Nope, nobody watches this.
But that's cool. You should watch because Jay's the GOAT.
Thanks, Pete. All right. Anybody else got anything to say on the podcast? That's right. You heard it from a mouthful of Mr. Charles Harper III, a.k.a. the First. He loves handball. All right. And on that note,
Shooting straight.
thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Oh, we got our cameraman, Tommy, fresh. Tommy, you want to come and say a few words about your experience this morning on our podcast?
You're alive right now.
I am alive.
You are alive.
It's been a great trip.
Tommy, for those not knowing anything about Tommy, he knew nothing about handball. He knew none of us. He'd never met any of us before Sunday. And he has been thrusted right into the scene. Right on.
I've just been fjords in.
He has been fjords in.
We got locked in the basement.
Yeah. We're going. Did you not hear what Stein said? He said Naeem had to go to bed, so we're going out this door.
Okay. Hey, there's the door this way.
The flight that you guys are on, right? Saturday, take off at 9:20 to Amsterdam,
Yeah, that's our flight.
and then 1 o'clock from Amsterdam to Detroit.
Yeah.
Same flight. Sweet. Thank goodness. That's the only part I'm worried about.
All right. Tommy's concerned
I
about
can
getting
take
home.
care of myself. The only one that JD is responsible for on this trip is me.
So I got to make sure he stays back alive. But Tommy's done a great job. A lot of great stuff. Cool pics, cool videos. Had a lot of fun here. So I think he's enjoyed it.
Thankful for the opportunity. I had it scheduled in since you told me
Yeah.
about it. You know what's funny? I didn't tell you is I requested the time off in December, got it approved, and then it wasn't showing up. So I was like, why is it not showing up? I requested off March 12th through the 19th of 2021.
Oh, jeez.
And they approved me for, but I was a senior in college, so they approved for me to take time off in the past.
All right.
So I was about to Doctor Strange it.
We're gonna be going back in time. That's awesome.
Can I have a peach now?
Yes, you can have a peach. Big Jake, you got any words?
Thanks.
Jacob Perry is a man of few words, but
Right.
many actions.
All right, this is it. Hey, thanks for the background.
Burrows, you got anything to say? All right.
Love you all.
As we're locked here in the basement of the Holmes Motel, we say thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. We might get you a recap another night, but we got a busy day Friday and a flying out on Saturday. So, on that note, we just got to say one thing.
Shooting straight.
Keep shooting, shooters.